Hi guys, welcome back to Fun with Maps, and it's Julian here with you on the channel. I'm gonna run you guys through a very straightforward and easy way to upload photos that you have taken into a Google Maps review. Alright, so this is the way that usually I upload my pictures. Of course, if I have different methods or different sources of photos, I will use different ways of uploading, but this is the main one where I would say maybe 90% or even 99% of my photos get uploaded, and I do upload quite a lot of pictures, so I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so let's go to the Google Maps app. So I have a recent example. So I think a week back I was at this function held at a hotel. So being at a new place, I took some pictures of the wonderful, very beautiful architecture, which I never realized the interior of this hotel looks so amazing compared to the exterior. So it's really pretty. I couldn't help myself, and I just took a few photos, and I was like, oh, I gotta share this, right? And of course there are some photos of some wonderful food and also the building. So let's go to that. I haven't actually uploaded those or written a review, so that's perfect for this episode. So first thing because this account wasn't there, so it didn't pop out and say, okay, this is a recommended upload. So we have got to manually select the place. So if you have already been there and it's in your timeline or history, it's probably going to be suggest to you as a recent place to say, okay, would you like to upload these photos to this place in Google Maps? And I did get that recommendation in my main account, but not this one. Alright, so we're gonna search for that place. It's Regent Hotel. Search is always perfect in Google properties. So alright, so this is the place, correct one. So let's tap on it and let's go down here. So of course there's also like a photos tab here, and you can see a button here to say add a photo, but usually I would be doing this together with a review. Alright, so this is and probably should be the primary method, because you get to do your rating, do your reviews, and upload your photos at the same time. So you get so many points. You get 1 point from rating, 10 points from the review, is it 5 or 10? And then now you have like, let me just make sure I don't get it wrong. 10 points for the review, 10 bonus points if it's a very long review, and then for every photo that you upload you get 5 points. Every single photo you get 5 points, so it's gonna be a lot of points. So this is something that you have to do. Don't just upload a photo without a review. That's like you're missing out on so many points, and I'm sure you have something nice to say about the place, don't you? Alright, so we start off with the rating. I love this place. It was beautiful. 5 stars. Because I'm focusing on the photos here, so I'm not gonna write too long review. Beautiful hotel with lovely interior. If I want to in the future, I can always come back here, edit my review, and add in more details that I might have remembered, or let's say I get home on my computer so I can type more easily, so I might type a longer review there. So right now I'm gonna tap on add photos. So when you tap on add photos, there are two parts to this screen, right? First is blank, because these are photos that you have selected, and right now you haven't selected any. You see camera folder. Camera means that you want to take a photo now. Photo means you don't see what you want here and you want to manually select a photo. This is for Android, right? So those are options there. You can use this camera function to take a photo. So the picture that you take will only be used for Google Maps. It won't go into your camera roll or photo album of Google Photos, which that's great if you don't really want to keep this photo. You just want to put it into Google Maps, and that's all. It doesn't take up any of your backup or sync to anything else. You don't want it messing up your photo roll, which is maybe all your people photos. So that's one way to do it. Personally, I do not do that because firstly, photo backup in Android is like free, unlimited, high quality photos. So why not just keep it? Secondly, I like to take the photos nicely and take my time doing that. If I do this, it's like a very rushed snapshot, so I don't like that. I like to take my photos nicely. I might do some light editing. I might filter or delete away the poor quality photos that's out of focus, or duplicate and things like that. So I like to take it first, and then later on when I'm doing my review, I upload it properly. Sometimes maybe I'll upload it at home, because photos and videos are really bandwidth consuming when you're outside on the mobile network. So I like to do it at home on Wi-Fi. It's much faster, it's more comfortable. I save for my mobile data, I save for my battery as well, and sometimes I really take a lot of photos when I go out. So I come back and I might upload like a couple hundred of photos a weekend. So it's impractical to do it on the go. Alright, so the first section here that says suggested, these are photos that are location tagged near to the place that you have selected. So I've selected region Singapore, and Google Photos or Google Maps knows that these photos were taken in the area. So these photos should be the correct ones for you, and most of the time it is, which is really helpful, because if you have got hundreds of photos like me, you want it to kind of help you to filter out, and in this case it's done it so perfectly. In other cases, I've had problems because maybe this is a shopping mall and I've been to like 5 shops or 10 shops and it's all clustered together, so the GPS location is almost exactly the same. In that case, sorry, no choice, you just got to filter it out. You scroll down to wherever it was and then you select manually. So you have to scroll through your days. Hopefully it's today. If it's 1 week back, you're gonna be scrolling a while. So this is how I would select. So you can select one photo, it will show up, or you can select multiple. So like I said, I take many photos of the place, and might be different angles, different shots, all these are different things. So I'm gonna upload them all at once. Alright, you can see that I've selected 9 photos. I left out one because it's a bit duplicated, so I don't want to spam too much. I don't need the points. I get plenty of points. I'm not trying to level up my main account, so I just drop off photos that I don't like. I recommend you focus on higher quality photos, and it's okay to mix landscape, interiors, food, menu. You can just dump it all together. Google Maps has an algorithm and machine learning on the back end to identify the content of your photos, so they can tell that, okay, this is a photo of a dish, this is a photo of a menu, or this is a photo of interior or exterior. It's really, really smart, and kudos to Google for using their machine learning and AI recognition to identify and classify photos, because in the future I'll show you exactly how, or rather not exactly, but some tips on how they filter photos and how to get your photos featured on the front, which will give you a lot more views. So now I've selected 9 photos. Let's proceed on. Click done. I go back to the draft page. Alright, so my review is still there, and now I have all the photos. Okay. Oh, they have changed this slightly, and it's really much better. Previously you would have to go to a next screen in order to review in a large size, and also to indicate what's in the photo. So now they've put it out here, and it's a superb improvement. Good job, Google. Alright, so first one, what's in this photo? Okay, let's just put something down. Okay, so what's in this photo? Interior. Alright. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna like put too much description. For example, this one, it's a dish. We had a Chinese New Year celebration, so It's called the dish is called lo hei. So I'm gonna mark it down. So for food dishes, it's great if you can put down the menu item as closely as possible to what's listed in the menu, because it will get matched later on to the menu, actual menu. But if you can't remember exactly, you can put out an approximation. But if I have the time, I try to match it. I try to refer back, okay, what was in the menu and what's the exact name that was there. I'll give you a few more tips on that later on, but right now let's focus on the photos. So this one was soft shell crab. Cool, right? Okay, so it's not obligatory to name all of your photos. It's nice to have it. Alright, so let's see, interior, maybe we'll just put all this as interior. Okay. Alright, so we have labeled most of our photos and attached 9 of them, so we're gonna go ahead and click post. So 9 photos obviously take quite a while to upload. Once you click post, it's gonna upload on the back end while it calculates the number of points for you, and now you can see that we have an incredible 56 points in just one post. Right, so 1 point for rating, 10 points for reviews, it was a short review, and 45 points for the photos, 9 of them. Alright, just to note that each photo is 5 points. Don't upload the same photo multiple times, right? Just upload it once. It's good if you can take different photos of the place showing different aspects of the hotel, the restaurant, and things like that. Right, so that's it. We are level 3. So yeah, by habit I was gonna go back to the menu, but it's now down here in contribute. Hey, why isn't it updated? Let's see. Can I update it? No. Maybe we gotta close it and come back in. No. It's okay. So I hope you found that useful. So that was how to upload photos via the most basic way, which is together with the reviews, which is the main way that I upload photos. I'll show you the other methods later on, but this should bring you a long way through.